All right. Welcome. Welcome. We are live. Another live stream, another Sunday night stock talk. Hope you guys can all hear me okay and see me okay. I welcome myself to you and you to us all. Welcome. Hello. Hope you like the new thumbnail. Upgrading. We're moving up a little bit in the world, guys. Just a little bit. After doing thumbnails for years and these daily videos, I feel like we're getting a little bit better at this. Thumbnails for sure, right? We need good thumbnails. Make sure the audio's okay. All right, we're gonna be sharing our screen in a minute, going over the top 5 stocks to watch this week on our Sunday night stock talk. I'll probably throw in a couple of extras because that's just how I am. A couple of extras in here. I hope you guys are all having a great weekend, a fantastic weekend. Yes, welcome. Welcome. Let me see if I can pop out this chat and see how that goes. Let's see how that looks. We're going to do that for the first time today. We're going to have that available. And then we need to share. We're going to copy this and see if it works this way this time, as I haven't done it this way before on my actual computer. Usually just do it off my phone, send to 100+ people. All right, it looks like it did work, so we're just going to give it 1 minute here. Sorry, guys, sorry for the delay. We're going to give it 1 minute here for everyone to get in, to start joining. We do our Sunday night stock talks at 7 p.m. my time. It's about 9 p.m. Eastern time if you base time off of the East Coast. I don't know if you've noticed, but we put out a lot of new short videos, a lot of new shorts to help you guys kind of see some of the profits I'm making, some of the areas I buy and sell as far as positions. And here we go. All right, so for all of you who are new, my name's Johnny. I am a day trader in the stock market. I currently have a YouTube channel just shy of 6,000 subscribers, so thank you for all of you who have subscribed. And over 700 videos, all educational on my trade ideas, stock market education, live day trading, stocks, crypto, and so much more. Johnny Trades is our name. Now, we did start this channel as Investing for Beginners community with Johnny Insignius. Over 70,000 members. We have an investingforbeginnerscommunity.com webpage, as well as a Investing for Beginners community private group of over 70,000 members. You get access to the our Instagram and all that on the first link below. Sign up to our newsletter, get a ton of great free resources. The second link is our Discord, and that's where you're going to get access to a bunch of other great free resources as far as day trading goes. And then we also have our Learn to Earn lesson library. It is growing every month. We add new videos, so definitely stay current on these, as they are somewhat effective here for you. How to use time frames effectively, Japanese candlesticks, as well as how to use the EMA, how to use an SMA, how to manage risk, a day trader's checklist, etc. And then here you can find all of our Learn to Earn morning live trading from every single day. Last week we traded every single day. There was no days closed. And for all of you who know, we trade every single day at market open. So if the market opens, you can guarantee we will be going live. So whatever time it opens in your area, definitely tune in. Okay, so definitely check out some of these videos. Have a lot of shorts out recently. A lot of them are doing really good, getting over about 500 views, 400, 400, 400, 400. So very nice. Mostly we get a lot of times in the thousands, hundreds, thousands, stuff like that. So very cool to see that everything is going good. But hey, that's not what we're here for. We're here to see what our top stocks are for the week. So let's go ahead and start talking about that. Everyone is here. Everyone is good to go. I got another monitor coming this week too. Well, I have the monitor, but I need the cable to hook it up. So I probably won't get that till Wednesday or Thursday, unfortunately. So we'll still be trading off of this one screen, but nonetheless, let us begin. Okay, so this last week, it was a very nice week, guys, for the market here. This was Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Monday was, it opened right where it was consolidating at 474. Now, cool thing about the QQQ, right, is 444 is a solid level, as it touched 444 back in June a few times. Touched it here in July and the beginning of August. Again last week. Now retesting it here at the August 22nd, which was Thursday. So it's finding support at 474. 474 is a good support level to be in for the market. Now, the market will either open right here at this level, maybe be a little bit horizontal here, a little horizontal pattern. If it passes above 481 or 483, we can see these levels begin to go up even higher. If it doesn't, it still catches this resistance here, and we can see it sell off back to that 474. And if it does happen to go down past that 474, we can see a sell off. Right? If it begins to go above these two resistance levels, then we can see a nice breakout to some more highs. Now, that's the overall market as a whole. Let's talk about SPY real quick. SPY is doing the exact same thing, okay? Had a huge sell-off, has definitely come back to those all-time highs all over again. Same thing. It's going to have that key level at 563 and 565 in order for that to break out to some new highs. If not, then this can continue to come back down to this support level at 554. Okay, so now that's kind of what the market is doing as a whole. We can see this continue to either go up, or it can catch this resistance and sell off. So tomorrow direction will definitely showcase to us what direction the market's taken, as it usually does every Monday. As you can see here, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Monday did the same thing. We're like, okay, well, what is it going to do? Is this going to be resistance? Because this was resistance last Sunday, right? It was resistance. And we're like, I wonder what it's going to do. Is it going to break above, or is it going to break below? And sure thing, it actually broke above this resistance of 554, making new highs, and that's what's giving us these levels this week. Same thing with QQQ. Consolidated off of that 474, broke new highs, resulting up to that 483 level, which isn't much, but guys, from 473 to 483, that's a $10 per share move. So actually very good indeed. And we are going to be going over the next companies that we're going to be watching for this week. So right off the bat, guys, let's go ahead and talk about Bitcoin 2. I know that is something that influences our trades a lot, being on this channel. I already drew a line. So Bitcoin itself had a huge push up. Literally in a single day, it pushed up 6.8%, resulting in Mara not only, bypassing all this resistance here at $17, it literally pushed right through that $17 mark, opening and then selling off just a little bit during pre-market and open hours here. Went from 1682 to highs of 1890 for 12% profit in a single day. And guys, I trade this company every single day, and I missed it because I used all of my buying power for the day on other trades. Could have literally put $100 in here, made 12 bucks. Not much, right? 12%. But you could have put $1,000 and made 120 bucks. $10,000 could have made $1,200 in a matter of one day. So, hello, welcome to the live stream. So with that said, Mara pushed up very nicely. Now, Mara is at this support level of $19. It is holding that support very well. As you can see here, even in previous months, look at this area. It was not even trading below $19 for the longest time. From May all the way until it broke out in July, it traded between $19 and $21. And this is where I traded Mara a lot. So to see it come back to these levels again and potentially break into these previous channel and levels is going to be amazing to see this week. Now, my only regret is obviously I bought down here and didn't hold. I bought, sold, bought, sold, bought, sold. But ultimately, I missed a big run. Still more to come, though. If it can break this $19 level, then we can easily see this going up. But as of right now, it is just pretty much just choppy, just kind of going sideways like this. So you know, it's gonna be hard to see what it does, because that's exactly what Bitcoin did this week. That was the whole point of this. Let's go back to Bitcoin. This is the week. So it closed over here. Okay, this shot up and then came back down, and it closed at 64,000, which was right around that $19 mark that MAR closed. Already mapped it out and estimated the cost on it and everything here. Okay, so at 8:23 at 1800 hours, 8:23 at 1800 hours, this was right here at 1878. Now it pulled up and it kind of came back down a little bit. So MAR or Bitcoin did the exact same thing. It went up, came back down a little bit. So when it closed on Friday evening, it closed right on this yellow line level. And look where it's at. It's been consolidating all weekend. It's been consolidating. Now, it did break back up to that 65 high, which is now a really strong resistance level, especially seeing how it already touched it somewhat at this point, 65,000. Broke out about $100 over on this point, and then came back down and started selling off. So where is the support here? Well, it's not where it closed, clearly. It could be down here. Our support level could be way down here. So this can sell off a little bit more by tomorrow morning, coming back down to these $63,000 levels. It could even come down to these $61,000 levels, as Bitcoin is extremely volatile. It traded in this channel in a downward trend for a long time. Then it traded up in this channel for quite some time. And now recently it sold off. Okay, it sold off down this channel like that. Huge sell-off. And then since then, it has actually been trying to go up. So very interesting to see what happens, as this can easily come back down. You see how this is forming? Now might be the time for it to sell off. Now, it doesn't have to sell off all the way. It can sell off to 61,000, 60,000. It can sell off to barely only 63,000. But I do believe this is probably going to sell off a little bit more, unless we get some news or something about Bitcoin. But as far as I can tell, there really isn't any news saying anything special about Bitcoin specifically. So this may consolidate a bit more. It also may just continue to sell off like we're seeing now, which would result in MARA being at a lower price for us to buy some more tomorrow. You know, if this can sell off, you know, back down to say $17, I may consider buying, because if you buy 100 shares at $17 and it goes up to $18 again, that's $100 in profit. And that is a 17 to 18. That's a 5.92% move, which is very doable. Okay, Mara likes to move 6% or so. Right here, Mara moved 6.5% that day. Right here, it moved 7%. Right here, it moved 8%. So it's constantly moving at like a 6 or 8%. You know, it's very volatile, definitely. So big moves are able to be made if you wait for those pullbacks to occur. So this resulting in a 12% profit or 12% upward movement. We're definitely going to see some pullback early morning. But if we can get down into that $17 range, which is exactly where I'd want to be, right around $17 here. I'm actually going to delete this because I don't know if it's for the high or the low. But we want to basically get into those $17 areas here. So at $17, we may consider buying. And it doesn't have to be right at 17, but definitely if it goes below 17, we can consider buying. And then obviously this can still technically shoot up above $19. So we're going to set our price target or our order. If it goes above 19.05, then we will consider buying Samara as well. Okay, we'll catch that outbreak, the breakout if it breaks above, or we'll catch that pullback and retest and get this nice higher level from here, 17 to 18, 6%. But if it goes back up to those highs, a nice 12% profit. 17 to even $19, it's a 12% profit, but that's $2 move per share. So buying $1,700 or 100 shares and selling at $1,900, 100 shares, that would result in $200 in profit for the exact same move. So the more money you can invest, the better. As you know, honestly, you'd only need about 500 shares or so to get that 9,100 shares right now, 1,800. 500 shares though, if it moves 20 cents, that's $100. All right, so moving on, we talked about SPY, we talked about QQQ, we talked about Bitcoin and Mara and how they're going to be a little bit, everything's overbought at the moment, testing these resistance levels, so we'll see exactly what happens at the open tomorrow. Now, I want to go over a couple of these continuation plays from Friday. Now, there was some trades that we made Friday and even Thursday that were amazing moves. Some of them were 100, 200, 300% momentum trades. They went up 200, 300%. Now, they have pulled back since then, and I'm curious to see if we get some kind of continuation tomorrow, if it gets another pump, or if it just continues to sell off. So at $1, if this crosses over that EMA line, if it opens up above this $1.05 mark, then I may consider buying into this, as it could lead to another pump up of around 100% very easily, say 80 to 90%, if this does end up going above. Now, if it stays below this line, then we could see this kind of just start to kind of just trail and just sell off over the next couple of days. Same thing with SQNS, very nice. It is above that EMA line, so if it can consistently stay above this EMA line, potentially get a little bit more volume in the morning, then we might be able to trade this and get even up to that $1.50, maybe $1.80-ish level for a 61% profit. Okay, PRTG, another continuation play here from Thursday evening to Friday open here. Sold off Friday open, should have held. I bought at $4.95. It got up to $8.28 for almost a 100% gain. It was right around 80% gain. Sold my 200 or 150 shares worth. So I missed out on literally like $600, $500, $600 by selling my 100 shares way too early here. Still locking in, I think, a small profit, $4.95, $4.60. No, I actually lost a few dollars by simply not waiting another 1 hour or so for that to pump up. Even at this 581 level, I would still be up 581, literally like $80 I would have been up even just holding it right now. So hoping to get a little bit of profits back from this, as it could potentially go up to 27 to even 40%, catching that $7.25 level, potentially even that $8.25 level tomorrow. So as long as it stays above the CMA line, this may remain bullish. We might see something. APDN, same thing here. APDN went up 93% on Friday, and then it went up 106% before that on Wednesday, and then on Monday morning pre-market it went up 254%. So an incredible move from APDN, and I'm hoping to see this stay a little bit volatile, as it does push up pre-market and then tends to sell off very early pre-market, then tends to sell off, kind of goes up a little bit, sells off, goes up, and then sold off pre-market and all day that day, went up during market hours, sold off during after hour or pre-market hours, and continued to sell off to Friday. Friday morning it popped up from $1.86, even lower than that, $1.69, $1.70 to $3.54, resulting in almost 100% profit. That was 93% profit, guys. Even buying down at 170 to to 270 is $100 on 100 shares. To 350, you're looking at $175, $180 per share, per 100 shares. So very nice. Now this is selling off, just like we like to see. If this can stay above that EMA line and it bounces off of that $2.28, $2.40 level, even $2.50, and bounces up to 350, again 250 to 350, that is a $1 move on 100 shares, which would only be about $245. You can make $100. So a $245 investment, it goes up to 354. You'll now have $345, and you can sell it and make $100 in profit. So tomorrow morning, I'm super excited. I'm going to be getting up early. We're going to be in the zone. We're going to be looking for some of these push up. When they do push up, we want to see this happen. We want to see this start to happen, guys. So I'm super excited to be a part of this tomorrow. I can't wait, as the market does open very early. This does tend to push up at different hours, but first thing in the morning, if this thing is already pushing up, I'm going to get in on it. Right? There's no point in waiting, especially if it's above this EMA. Now, if it starts to sell off even more, or it gets below this EMA line a little bit, then I'll wait to buy that. So APDN looking very, very solid. I'm very excited to potentially trade APDN tomorrow. I'm actually going to put that down as a more kind of something that I definitely would rather look at. Like, all these are available. MNTS is obviously below that 45 days, so I wouldn't really want to mess with it too much. SQNS is above it, PRTG is above it, APDN is above it. GDC is not above it, but it had some nice plays, pushing up easily, 190% that day, 97% that day, 71% that day, and then 95% this day. So that was 4 days of continuation. Now it's starting to sell off, and has been selling off ever since. It's down 54%, but could we possibly get a nice break if it stays above this $4.64 level? Could we potentially see 470, let's say 470, another breakout? Could we see a breakout tomorrow if it can get above that EMA level? Just slightly above it for another potential 100% profit. Can't wait to see what happens tomorrow. STAF, Staffing 360, same thing. Traded this company, bought in at $3.02, $3 even, sold at $3.14 and $3.22. Sold way too early, made about $25, something like that, 20 something dollars, and just sold way too early as it went up to $4.64, resulting in another $100 move. Buy 200 shares at $3, it goes up to $4, that's $200. Goes up to $4.60, that's $300. So I definitely have been missing out on a lot of opportunities by simply selling too early. A lot of stuff that I want to work on. I'm catching these plays that are in my favor. Direction is in my favor. I'm starting to understand these previous patterns. Now, with these momentum trading, with these momentum stocks, there really isn't a lot of patterns. But when there's a momentum breakout, we can identify some of these, right? A very big green candle, a very big red candle, green, red, 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 sold off. Now there's some momentum, very green. Then it got green again, sold off, selling off, and now it's staying above this EMA level, right? So understanding that it's in your direction, understanding previous patterns, key levels like support and resistance, and even now, understanding moving averages and how they can benefit to you and how they can act as support and resistance to certain stocks, whether it's above or below it. All this information is available to you 100% free in our Learn to Earn lesson library. I have new videos getting uploaded into that Learn to Earn lesson library every month, so it's constantly growing. New information is getting put into there, 100% free. Definitely go check it out in our Learn to Earn lesson library playlist. You can also catch us live every single morning at Market Open, where we trade live, guys. We trade live. I do this live so you can watch. Like, you can go back on August 22nd and you can watch me do this exact trade on STAF. Locking in the money, talking about selling too early and what I could do differently because I did sell too early. And I talk all about it in my morning live streams and also my daily recap videos that I do around, 5:30 or so. Now, Siri is one of those companies that I am holding. I do only have one position. As you can see, my position's one. I do have one position, and I only bought it because they said Warren Buffett had invested a lot of money into it. I thought it was going to push up. Should have bought at these $2.50 levels, selling at $4. Nothing crazy. I ended up buying right here at this breakout. Now, it did break above the EMA and that SMA line, but unfortunately, it didn't really do much after that. It just completely sold off. So, come tomorrow, if this is still hovering up around $3, I may consider just selling it. If it's above, great. If it's below, too bad. I'm probably just going to end up getting out of it. Although this SMA line is staying, true, the direction's still in my favor. It's having trouble getting above it, which means it can just start selling off and going even lower back to those $2 levels. But overall, only down $1.90 on $32. So no worries at all. Very, very small position. VRAX and GovX, I don't really see anything happening this week with it as far as, maybe another breakout. Now, had a huge gap down. And same with GovX, not really much going on with it. Now, I do keep it on this watch list just in case there is another breakout, as it's still floating right along with that 45-day moving average. If we get a nice little break above, we can see, highs of $6.50, maybe highs of $8 again for a 50% profit. And then GovX, same thing with GovX, it's kind of trading within this channel here. So if we get a little bit of a breakout, we can see those highs of $9 to $10 for about a 60% profit. Jin, I ended up selling all my positions, guys. I talked about it in the Discord channel on Friday, how I was going to get out if it got up to that level. I had an average price of 1.289. It was literally right under the 1.29 level, 1.289. And so when it came up to 1.29, I sold. And then when it came up to 1.29 again, I sold 200 shares twice and then 100 shares here. It never got above 130, guys. And just 130 seems like a very, very strong resistance level right now. I don't really want to wait. And I had, roughly $600, I think, in on this. Well, at 500, at 130. Yeah, it was like right around $600 just in here, just every day. It'd go up 20, it'd go down 20, it'd go up 20, it'd go down 20, it'd go up $20, it'd go down $20. And at one point I was just like, you know what, get out. So I averaged down. I got a few extra 100 shares. I bought up high at these levels because I thought we're gonna have a nice breakout. We didn't. So then I started buying them down in this area. I bought another 100 shares at 124, bringing my average down very nicely to where I was able to get out of it. I didn't lose any money, but I didn't make any money either. I literally think I broke even. I think it was like 30 cents. So I had $600 in this company from back in, what's this, the 15th? The 15th, actually the 14th. So I had this all the way since the 14th to now on the 25th. 9 days of just watching it go up and down, up and down, up and down, making 30 cents. So due to inflation, I probably lost money. Anyways, didn't lose any money. 30 cents isn't nothing, but it didn't do anything. So we're waiting for a breakout on Oxygen. If this does eventually break out, we can see very nice highs here. Very nice highs of at least $2. But again, that 50%, 52% profit is going to take a while to get. It was doing very well, bouncing at 2, bouncing at $1.11, bouncing at $1 or at $2. Then it'd come back down to 115, bounced up at 196, came back down to 119 levels, thinking it's going to bounce, and it never bounced. I tried trading it here, nothing happened, came back down. Average down, sold out. Tried buying up here when it started to break out, nothing happened. And as you can see, it's below that EMA line, showing that it is bearish. If it can't break above that blue EMA line, then it's never going to break above it, which means it's just going to continue to sell off. So until that breakout happens, either at the 130 level or can somehow consistently stay above, 127, 128, you know, there's really not a whole lot that I'm going to do with this until it breaks out. Intel, same thing with Intel. We've traded this company in the past, back in these levels where, you know, we've had these small signs and areas of breakout where it just didn't happen. We traded it here when it did finally break out, sold too early, like always, and it had a huge sell-off here, losing almost like, what, 50% from those highs? 40, yeah, might as well just say 49%, 58% of its overall market value. Now it's been trading in this channel from 1880 to about 2180, so about a $2 channel here. If it can break above this EMA line of what, 2108, I'm trying to see what that line says, 2097, so $21, then we can potentially see a breakout to 2188. But if it can't get above 2188, this will continue to just consolidate and bounce inside this level. So from 21 to 22 is only a 4.5% profit. Still a dollar though. So if you invested, you know, if you got 100 shares at 2,000 and then you sold 100 shares at $21, which would be 2,100, you'd make $100 profit. Now the real money maker here is if we can get it above, back up to these $30 levels for 48 to 50% profit. That is where the money would be. Finally, guys, on this Sunday night stock talk, we are at 30 minutes here, would be Plug Power. As you can see, bouncing off of that 225, yeah, 225 levels. I think that's exactly what I'm going to draw here. I'm going to draw 225. Has previous support, right? This was previous support. It went all the way up to $3.34. I think it took about a week. It took 2 weeks, 15 days, went up 48%. Has been selling off ever since, right? Bouncing off of that 186 level. Now it's kind of been consolidating along the 45-day moving average and these resistance levels of around 250 and 275. So if we can see it stay above this 45-day moving average, which is 21 or 210, 215, and it could break out this 250, 275 level, we can see this potentially get up to 250, you know, $3, maybe even 330, 350 again, for a 50 to 60% profit. Doesn't mean it has to. It could just easily sell off back to this $1.86 level. And then that would be an area where we'd want to buy at 186 and sell at, you know, 220, 225-ish for 20% profit. Now from 186 to 286, or from 186 to 226-ish is 50 cents. So 100 shares, that'd be $50. And 100 shares ain't much. That'd only be 220 bucks. So you make literally, like it says, almost 50% of your profit. Well, that only says 20%. So very interesting. But if you had 100 shares at 186, and even if you sold at 286, up here, then that's your 50% profit. $100 per share. So yeah, any questions, any comments, let me know in the live stream. If not, then we will just probably end the live stream here. I appreciate your guys' time. Let's see what we got going on here in the live. It's so cool that we can do this now. Put it right here. That's interesting. Can I type on it too? Hello. Hello. What if I should put it right here? Put it over my watch list, right? Who needs to see a watch list anyways? You guys like that? You guys like that right there? That cool? I could bring it down. Ooh, I could do this. Yeah, I like that. All right. Cool. We're gonna have to break this out more often. Yep, we're gonna have to break this out a little more often here, guys. We're gonna put this up. Where does it go? Right above. Right where it says estimated P&L. That works. That'll work. little hand. They'll talk about charts. There we go. All right. Perfect. So yeah, then we will see you guys all in tomorrow morning's live stream. I'm going to be trading very early, looking at these companies. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, then smash the like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and then catch us tomorrow morning at market open so you can see us trade live. You could answer questions or ask questions, and I'll answer them for you on all things stock related. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you again for your time, and remember, it's all in the gear on a green note. Later, guys.